do fashion, I do arts. So me is about arts. That's it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in once again. As you can see by the thumbnail and the title, I made my own action figure. Just about. If you know me, you know that I'm a big fan of action figures. So I had this idea because I was reading this book about creating super fans of your work, of your brand, whatever it is. Imagine having fans that were such big supporters of your work that they would buy an action figure of yours. And that's probably never gonna be the case. But I took that idea and I ran with it. I was like, sick, that sounds cool. Just the idea of painting my own action figure, yeah, I was set. I was like, okay, I'm doing that. So before I did that though, I needed to do a little bit of practice. And I took to the pad and I started drawing this iRobot type action figure sketch of a dude doing whatever, just practicing the body shape and the joints and everything and the body position, all that stuff. I say iRobot because it kind of looked to me a little bit like those robots and iRobot, but also that movie had such a big impact on me in terms of visuals and sketching. And whenever I think of like an action figure or a robot prototype looking thing, I think of iRobot. So yeah, and after a little bit of practice, I went straight into creating the image of my own action figure or something like it. So relax, sit back and watch the painting process and listen to me ramble if you want. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. Even if you're not new, subscribe so we can get to that 1 million subs eventually. All right, let's get into it. So as always, when I'm drawing a person, I usually try to start with a frame, like the skeleton, and try to get the dimensions right, even though I have to adjust the dimensions as I go along. Move the hand here and there, move the arm, move the ribs and the hips further apart, or make the legs a little bit longer, whatever I have to do. But for the action figure, I wanted to keep the pose fairly simple and just focus on later try to get my likeness right as much as I could. I mean, it is me, I should know what I look like, but make it an action figure. So I needed a few references, and I don't know if you can see in the background on my desktop screen me looking at the different references for the skeleton, the body, the different parts of the body, the arms and all that stuff, but also pictures of me, just like what does my face look like, or how do I portray that in an action figure form. Later I'll have to contend with like getting the texture of the skin and everything right, but I'll get into that a bit later. Right now, as I'm doing the shirt, bro, this shirt took forever because of all the details. And the story behind the outfit is that this shirt and the pants that I'm wearing is like this you know when you have certain characters in shows and they just, or cartoons I should say, and they just have like an outfit that they wear all the time. This would be mine, is that shirt and the white undershirt and then the pants. That would be my outfit if I was a cartoon character or an action figure. So I decided to go with that outfit, and my friends would know for sure if they saw this. They're like, yeah, that's that outfit that I like to wear. So that's the story behind the clothes. But the shirt anyway took forever, and all the details, the intricate like lining up of things and getting it right, yeah, that took forever. I was hating myself by the time I was working on the shirt. Now for the shoes. Again, the shoes are part of the outfit. They're supposed to be white Air Forces, and it seems like I'm always drawing Nikes on these personal projects. So I'm still waiting on that sponsorship, but you know, I'll keep plugging away, and then when Nike wants to do the right thing, they can contact me. But until then, we move. Trying to get the details right on the white Air Forces, a lot of back and forth, and looking at white Air Forces themselves as a reference, and then adjusting as I need to, and then I don't know, just a lot of shading and outlining, all that good stuff. And once I've got that right, I go back to the pants and the shadows that I need for the clothes, and then move into the arms. So now is where the other challenge, the other biggest challenge of this whole thing came into place, is trying to get the texture of the skin right. Like that plastic look, or I mean the plastic material that the action figures have, most of them, I that's not what I started with, because maybe it's a fault of the pictures that I was using as a reference. I was looking at those reference figures that are made of more like wood. At first that's what it was looking like, just inadvertently. I didn't plan for that to happen, but that's kind of where the direction and where it was going. But later I went back and added a few details that would make it look more plastic. But yeah, I admit at first it was just looking like the wooden ones, which is fine, but I think most action figures, like most commonly, is of that plastic material. So that's why eventually after I went and put in those details. And I still hate doing hands, but I didn't hate them as much this time. So I think those references for the anatomy really helped. But I tried real hard to get the skin tone right, and then all the shading. And then I moved on to the face. And obviously the face is different than the one I started with, because I quickly realized that that face wasn't gonna work, like the angle and everything, so I had to change it. And the hair, interestingly, again, inadvertently, well, it's inadvertent, but like in the back of my mind, that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't know the name for it. So I went with the hair, I went the direction of making it like rooted hair instead of sculpted, which action figures can have, you know, more like a sculpted hair piece thing or a rooted one. And I think both for the painting and for action figures, I think I prefer the rooted approach. So that worked out well, and also it worked out well for the details I was trying to bring out in the painting and the look I was going for. And then the work continued on those little details, just to work on the plastic-like texture of the skin. And yeah, now I'm just adding details to the hair, like those highlights that where the light bounces off the hair, and then boom, move on to the box. So the box I kept fairly minimal, because I'm dark and mysterious. Anyway, yeah, fairly minimal, just all in black with the lights reflecting off the clear plastic parts. And the whole background / setup is like the display, the all white displays that people use for those action figure like unboxings or whatever, or reviews. And also can't forget the good old necklace of my homeland. And that's about it. Got the limited edition sticker on there, manufactured of course by Tortellini. And concerning the Z on the box, if you know, you know, innit? Like I said at the top, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, if you're not new, whichever. And I'll see you on the next one.